It's the battle for worldwide ninja supremacy, featuring the top athletes from around the world.
I came to claim my crown.
We have more grand champions, more amazing competitors this year than any other year on USA vs. the World, and I think it's just going to add to that level of competition.
Tonight, the home team tries to defend its title.
Team USA takes home the title for the second year in a row.
We are the team to beat. I believe that the other countries are hungry. They're going to come out guns blazing, ready to take us down.
But the challenge will be greater than ever. For the first time, 3 teams are gunning for their crown.
We've lost 2 years in a row, and we want to get back on top.
Team Europe are the world champions.
Last year, we were just happy to be here, but this year, we want to win it all.
We got a new superstar, man.
Asia. Team Asia is unbeatable. We will definitely win.
The war will be waged on all 4 legendary stages of Mount Midoriyama, with the final 2 teams racing side by side up the 80-foot tower to claim the crown.
Unbelievable!
There's a pretty big chance that Team USA is going to take home the victory.
It's more than just a competition. It's a chance to prove that we can compete with the best.
Yes!
We really want to get the trophy back to Europe.
Oh my goodness!
This is going to be amazing.
Welcome to Las Vegas, where tonight we're battling for global ninja bragging rights. It's American Ninja Warrior USA versus the world. And I want to thanks for being with us once again as we take on the world. I'm Matt Eisman.
And I'm Akbar Miller. Matt, this is our 5th year of this international competition, and it just keeps getting bigger.
That's right. This year, we're adding a 4th team. We'll see athletes from Asia, Europe, Latin America, and the USA competing on the brutal obstacle courses right here at Mount Midoriyama.
Ooh, and Matt, with 4 teams at play, the competition will work differently this time around.
Here's how the scoring will work tonight. There are 2 heats on stage 1 and 2. 1 athlete from each team will run. Whoever gets the farthest, the fastest, gets 3 points. Second place in your heat gets you 2 points. Third gets 1 point. Only the 3 highest scoring teams advance to stage 3. And then the final 2 teams move on to stage 4, where they'll have a climb off. Whoever gets to the top first takes home the title. The competition starts on stage 1. For a look at the course, let's go down to Christine Leahy.
Thanks, Matt. Stage 1 consists of 8 brutal obstacles. It all starts with the agility test of Snake Run. Then it's a jump to the propeller bar where they'll grab the rope and swing to safety. Then it's Double Dipper. Athletes slide the bar down the track, then release and catch a second bar. That leads into the Jumping Spider. Competitors have to jump off the mini tramp, land in the chute, and work their way to the other side. That's followed by Parkour Run. 5 angled steps, then a jump to a rope. The 6th obstacle is the iconic warped wall, but here in Vegas, it's a shorter, curved run-up, making it more difficult. That's followed by the dangerous balance obstacle, the domino pipes. Then it's the flying squirrel. Athletes will have to swing through 2 sets of handles to the cargo net and climb to the top. Whoever gets the furthest the fastest wins points for their team. Guys?
Thanks, Christine. Well, the American team has to be considered the favorites. They've won the last 2 competitions and have another strong team. They're captained by the man who went farther than anyone in the regular season, Joe Moravsky, along with 2 other athletes who made it to stage 3 this season, the Papal Ninja Sean Bryan and the Phoenix Najee Richardson. Plus, last season's captain, one of the fastest ninjas in history, Drew Dreschel. And Moravsky's heading to the start line for this first heat. The Weatherman will be leading it off for Team USA. He'll be followed by a new face for Team Europe, Osser Eiriksfoss. Then it's another rookie, Vietnam's Thuc Le, who'll be running for Team Asia. And Latin America will start with Venezuela's Carl Foe. But stepping up first is the Connecticut meteorologist, Joe Moravsky. He's already had a big season in ninja competition, and he's hoping to lead Team USA to another victory.
You know Moravski's gonna go fast. He always does.
Season 9 was the best season I've ever had.
Yes! And Joe Moravski's going back to stage 3.
All right, he's on. He's on. Oh, no!
Of course, I'm disappointed I didn't beat the whole thing, but at the same time, you can't be upset about going furthest in the country. I can't help but smile. I've been on a roller coaster this year. We found out we're pregnant. Really excited. We had Emily, now we're having this boy. And we just bought a new house in Monroe, Connecticut, and it's beautiful. I'm very blessed to have this opportunity to be on the team for a 3rd year, and man, I just don't want to waste the moment.
The weatherman delivers big when Team USA needed him.
Listen, it's going to be a really tough competition this year. These other teams, they're flying in from all over the world. You know, there's no way they're not going to come out here and give 500% to this competition.
Leading it off is Moravski.
As the very first runner out of the whole competition, I have the opportunity to set the bar. I want to put the pressure on. I want to show these people that Joe Moravski is electric.
Well, he is barreling through this course.
I've led my team to victory before, and I'm ready to do it again.
Joe Moravski, looking to set the bar high, has the fastest time ever for an American on stage 1.
He said he's gonna go all out.
Whoa! And just sprints through Snake Run, and a great bounce onto the propeller bar and right onto the rope.
He's not playing it safe.
Now the double dipper.
This weatherman likes to go fast.
Loves competition.
I'm talking about that hurricane speed.
Come on!
Category 5.
Whoa! What a save by Moravski!
That was almost a natural disaster.
And he's through 4 obstacles in just 25 seconds. Are you kidding me? That's faster than anyone we saw in the national finals, and right onto parkour run.
And he's gonna skip the rope and jump to the landing.
Joe Moravski, a little stumble on the jumping spider. Otherwise, he is flawless and he is fast. And he gets right up the warp wall.
I don't know how any of these other teams can top this. This is an all-out sprint.
Watch the foot placement here on the domino pipe. Fatigue can set in, a misstep here, and you can end up in the water.
All right, here we go. Go fast. Hot feet. Keep your feet hot, just like the weather. No! Moravski?
Just what we talked about on the final pipe. Joe Moravski, the speed catches up to him, and in a rare misstep, the weatherman is wet.
Take a look at his feet here. He hits the first 3 pipes perfectly, but oversteps on the 4th and barely skims it with his heel. And he just couldn't save it. That leaves the door open for these other teams.
Joe Moravski, a blinding pace, but can't maintain it. He's standing by with Christine.
Joe, you were flying through that course, and you made me a little nervous there on the jumping spider. You kind of slipped a little bit. Were you nervous about that?
You know, not really, because I've trained this since season 5, and I know that in order to do it properly, you got to hit all 4 limbs at the same time. And so, even if 2 fail, you should still be able to hold on. So I was able to do that, just kept moving.
You made it through domino pipes in the regular season. Tonight, you fell down on it. Is it because you were going too fast?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe another 5-10 seconds would have been nice. You know, it's the saying is if you're pumped out, whether it's your arms or legs, you need to give them a break. Sometimes you lose that precision. That's what happened. Took a pretty big fall, still kind of hurting from it, but yeah, it was fun.
All right, Joe, we'll have to see if you made it far enough, fast enough to get the points for your team. Good luck.
Thanks.
Guys.
Tonight, it's gonna be a battle as we bring together the best ninjas from around the world. Oscar Eiriksfoss is the greatest athlete in his entire country, but it's a nation unlike any other, tucked away in the middle of the North Atlantic.
More sheep than people.
Plus, Thuc Le is the first athlete in this competition from Vietnam, and he's been dominating international competition.
Thuc is a monster. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
From Colombia comes Latin American rookie Sebastian Prieto. Only 5'4", he's one of the best climbers in the world.
This year, Latin America comes with all its strength to win.
Plus, an all-star group of Americans, including the real-life ninja Drew Dreschel. Plus, new team members, the Papal Ninja, Sean Bryant, and the Flying Phoenix, Najee Richardson.
Team USA is going to take the trophy home again.
Who will be the hero? On American Ninja Warrior USA versus the world.
the world.
Welcome back to American Ninja Warriors USA versus the World competition. And on the course, we're off to a surprising start as one of America's best. Joe Moronsky did not make it to the buzzer minutes ago, so this first heat is wide open. And up next is one of our new faces for Team Europe. This is Össur Eiríksfoss, and he can confidently claim he's the greatest athlete in his entire country. And that country is one of the most picturesque spots on the planet, the Faroe Islands. It's part of Denmark, way up in the North Atlantic.
Faroe Islands is a small place.
18 small islands in the North Atlantic Ocean between Norway and Iceland and Scotland.
I think there's about 60,000 sheep and 50,000 people, so more sheep than people. On beautiful days, there's a lot to do. We can go climbing, we go cliff diving. I started gymnastics when I was 9 years old. I got the opportunity to go to the European and World Championships to compete against the best gymnasts in the world. So I competed at the Danish Team Ninja Warrior. I did pretty good. I set the course record. Then our team won. Being part of Team Europe is definitely a big opportunity to represent the Faroe Islands on a really, really big stage. With my help, Team Europe, they're gonna win.
Coming from such a small country, you have to wonder if he's ready for the bright lights and the pressure of this competition.
Well, he is an elite gymnast, was on the Faroe Islands and the Danish national team. Team Europe really counting on him. Now, to move ahead of Moronsky, he'll need to get past the warp wall in under 42 seconds. Really going out with an aggressive pace.
Yeah, he is. He's coming out strong. This guy could be a new star.
But his teammates are actually telling him to slow down. There's no need to go for... Ooh! Makes the grab.
The play is down! Are you kidding me? The pressure is real here. I thought he had it. He makes a clean move to the second bar with no problem. But as he neared the landing pad, his fingers just peeled right off.
The world competition. Last season, we got our first glimpse of Team Latin America. They're making a statement early. This group of top athletes from Central and South America had little ninja experience, but held their own against the USA and Europe.
Whoa! That's a big move!
This season, they've got their top guys back and have added two of the leading climbers in the world. So they're even stronger. And right now, their captain, Danny Marmolejo, is down with Christine.
Thanks, Matt. Danny, last year your team was brand new to obstacles, and this year I heard you guys have been practicing. Do you feel like Team Latin America kind of caught the Ninja Warrior bug?
Definitely. Last year we were super rookies at this. First year we didn't know about the obstacles or what to train, but we already have the knowledge, and yeah, we'll spend the last year training, and I think we're better at it.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Christy.
Guys, back to you.
Well, leading it off for Team Latin America here on stage one will be Carl Foe. He's a professional free runner from Caracas, Venezuela, a country that is going through some very hard times right now, causing... But now the upper body will be tested. Hold on!
Last year on Ninja Warrior, I didn't feel like I was at my best capacity. Since I was still living in Venezuela, I didn't have access to good nutrition. In order to eat, I had to stand in long lines, and that was very stressful and affected my body. The situation in Venezuela has gotten even worse. The economy has completely collapsed. The food shortages, protests, clashes with the police have all gotten worse.
Actualmente hay gente muriendo de hambre en la calle y tal, comiendo de la basura constantemente.
There are people dying of hunger in the street, eating from garbage cans.
Totalmente el caos.
It's total chaos.
Pues sí, el año
Last year, after competing on USA versus the world, my wife and I decided we're not going back. My wife is Spanish, so we decided on Madrid. She went ahead of me, and I went a few months later.
When I was waiting for him at the airport, there were so many things going through my mind, and I was shaking. When I saw him, it was an incredible relief. I cried and everything.
Even though I have only been here for a few months, I feel like I'm home. I felt there was a hole in me and I filled it up again. I feel a lot stronger. I love Madrid. But I can never forget Latin America. It's where I come from and I'm always thinking about it. And I'm going to try to give that community as much help as I can. I hope I can keep inspiring all those kids and people that would like to participate.
In American Ninja Warrior.
In running last, Fo has the advantage of knowing what he needs to do. If he gets past the domino pipes, he'll win the heat and 3 points for Latin America.
Ooh, that's a free runner.
Well, it's the obstacle that took him out last year, the propeller bar.
Big-time athletes step up in big-time moments. Go get that. Ooh, nice.
And he's done it.
Now he can let it go and let it flow.
But Fo is taking his time here as he's getting ready for the double dipper. It's a gamble. He's banking on the fact that he can get far on this course. So he's guaranteed 1 point. And if he can get past the jumping spider here, he'll move past Irix Voss and earn 2 points. And he gets in.
He gets in. He's not done yet.
And the confidence seems to be building for Fo. It is a hot, dry night, dusty in the air. That traction could be a problem. Perfect.
Yeah, okay, he feels it. He now knows he got some points on the board.
Well, now he can just set his sights on winning this. He just has to do better than Joe Moravsky, who fell on the domino pipes.
And parkour run plays to his strength. He's a parkour guy. Oh.
And he's just going to skip the rope and jump.
I hope he's got boosties. Got it. All right, he's a free runner. That counts.
First time trying the warp wall, and wow, no problem. Now all he has to do is get past this next obstacle, the domino pipes, and he wins the heat. That's the advantage of running later. You know what you have to do to try to get points. Moravsky just sitting and watching.
Last season coming out of Venezuela, he wasn't able to train or eat right, but this is the real Carl Fo.
This would be huge. Oh, yes! And he's done it! Carl Fo wins the first heat for Team Latin America. They'll get 3 points, and Joe Moravsky and Team USA will have to settle for 2. And you can see the frustration in Moravsky's face.
Yeah, shaking his head like, all right, that's my bad. Fo's not done, though. He's going for the glory and trying to hit that buzzer for Venezuela. Oh, Fo, a free runner, understands body movement. He is looking strong.
Looking very strong. And for Fo, who fell twice last season, what a great feeling it's got to be. 1 transition left.
All right, here we go. It's not over until you throw yourself into the net.
Now just has to climb to the buzzer. And Carl Fo's going to be the first Latin American competitor ever to complete a stage in this competition. And dances his way to the buzzer. What a great way for this team to start. Team Latin America, the first buzzer of the night.
Fo went out on the second obstacle last season, but not tonight. He looked strong on every obstacle. His win really shook up this competition. Rumble, young man, rumble.
And he's standing by with Christine.
Carl, congratulations. You did so great out there. Last year you went down a bit earlier. This year you completed the course. How great did that feel?
La verdad me siento demasiado emocionado porque sabía que podía hacerlo. Durante estos días me he estado preparando durante todo este tiempo antes de llegar aquí y el apoyo de mi familia y mis amigos me ayudaron mucho. Mis entrenamientos me sirvieron y a pesar de que estoy compitiendo contra Estados Unidos, Asia y Europa, son atletas muy fuertes, pero soy la máquina Carl Fo.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Respect to you.
So after our first heat on stage 1, Carl Fo puts Team Latin America in the lead with 3 points. Joe Moravsky picked up 2 points for Team USA. Europe's Özer Irix Voss earned 1 point. Up next, a new batch of Ninja Superstars take the course in Heat 2, including Team Asia's most experienced athlete, Tomohiro Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi. There is no quitting Tomo, Akbar. And Team USA sends out one of its superstars, Drew Drechsel. He's gonna do it! The real-life ninja! It's all coming up on American Ninja Warrior USA versus the world. Welcome back once again to American Ninja Warrior and our USA versus the world competition. And we're off to a surprising start. Team Latin America, which was at the bottom of the leaderboard last season, has taken the early lead with 3 points ahead of Team USA, Europe, and Asia. But now we're moving on to the second heat here on stage 1. For Team Asia, it's their veteran, Tomohiro Kawaguchi. While Latin America will go with their captain, Danny Marmolejo. One of Team Europe's new faces, Sergio Verdasco, will be making his first appearance. And for the Americans, it's one of the fastest ninjas on the planet, Drew Drechsel. And trying to get Asia on the scoreboard is tonight's oldest competitor, 35-year-old truck driver Tomo Kawaguchi. He's a ninja legend and a regular on Sasuke, Japan's version of Ninja Warrior.
There are tens of thousands of people in Japan who would like to enter the Sasuke competition. Sasuke originated in Japan and evolved into American Ninja Warrior. As a kid, I saw it on TV and thought about trying one day. My parents split when I was 15, and I acted out because of that. Training for Sasuke was what changed my life for the better, teaching me discipline and work ethic.
Kawaguchi Tomohiro, コンクリートミキサー車運転手登場!
I competed at Sasuke 8 times. In the beginning, my results were not impressive. I kept trying and was able to reach the 4th stage. The best part was that my parents reunited to support me. Sasuke had a huge positive impact on my life.
Tomo Kawaguchi on the starting line. A lot riding on this run. Oh! Skipped a run!
Tonight, Team Asia must prove we can compete at the highest level.
There is no quitting Tomo, Akbar.
I hope to show our ninja spirit to America. And I'm ready for the challenge.
Team Asia really needs Tomo to come through here. 9 seasons of experience on Sasuke, has made it to stage 4 before.
Tomohiro, he's an OG.
And a good jump up to the propeller bar. The Japanese have not had much success in international competition, but this is Tomo's second time competing, says he's more confident.
But this will be his first time on the double dipper. It can be intimidating. Okay, and he nails it.
Oh, has a little trouble stopping.
Yeah, his teammates are telling him, slow down.
At 5'10", Tomo is the tallest competitor on Team Asia. The wingspan should help here. Oh, great save.
That was so close. You know Team Asia can't afford that.
And a burst of energy to get through, and Drew Drechsel, one of the best and fastest ninjas, is coming up in this heat, so Tomo has to keep moving. On now to parkour run. And a different approach, an odd approach because the rope now spinning the wrong way, but makes it to the dismount. Okay. Interesting approach, Kawaguchi.
I tell you, this Team Asia and Team Latin America look more confident, more innovative. It's like recess. They came to play tonight.
Now the warp wall.
Well, this is his obstacle right here. He likes it.
Oh, but misses on his first attempt. He doesn't seem to have that explosive power. And he's looking a bit fatigued. This is shocking. Was looking very comfortable through the first few obstacles, Akbar.
Yeah, now he gets it. I think he's just a little fatigued. That's it.
Well, now it's the domino pipes, and he can't rest for long. With Drechsel and Marmolejo behind him, time could be a factor. It may not be enough just to finish.
Tomohiro knows Japan hasn't had a lot of success in USA versus the world. He's coming out here not only repping Team Asia, but repping his country, Japan.
He was out here 2 years ago and had 2 falls on stages 2 and 3.
Are you kidding me?
Kawaguchi had a good run going, falls on the next to last obstacle, the domino pipes. The question, will that be enough?
Check this out again. When he reaches that 3rd pipe, you can see his foot just grazed it. He lost his balance, and that was it after that.
3つ目ぐらいまでは
うまく踏めてたけど、クリアできたかなってちょっと油断が出ちゃいました。あー、やべえ、もったいねえ。
We'll see if that holds up to Getty's team some points. With our new rules, one of these teams will be eliminated after stage 2. Every point counts, and now it's Latin America's turn, and they'll send out their captain from Mexico City, 25-year-old Danny Marmolejo. This stuntman won the team's only point last season, and he's had a busy year.
I do stunt work, which makes me do a bunch of action stuff. Action! Movies, TV shows, commercials, etc. Recently, I just made a soap opera that's really, really famous in Mexico. Because I'm a parkour athlete, I have a lot of agility and strength.
Whoa, he's coming out hot.
And just being really fast at it.
Woohoo! Marmolejo will be a hero back in Mexico.
My run from last year got 100,000 views in 4 days in Mexico.
And right up the warp wall, Matt. Woo, look at that.
People were super proud. They shared it everywhere. It was really humbling because people actually cared about it, actually liked Ninja Warrior.
Runs out of gas, but Marmolejo still gets the point for Team Latin America.
It went really well, but I hope this year will be better.
What did you just show them?
Skills. This year I have more strength, more body control, and mindset to go to all the obstacles way better, way faster. There's a lot of talent in Mexico. There's a lot of talent in Latin America. And for us to just be the leaders and show people what they can do is just amazing. Last year we were really happy to be here, but this year we want to win it all. Now I know what I'm facing, and it's not like a surprise now. I have no excuse to do wrong, and I'm gonna crush it.
Okay, he keeps it loose. I like this guy.
No, look at that.
Was that a dab? Did he hit the dab? When they start doing the dab in Mexico? Diva dab.
Well, Team Latin America in the lead right now. Marmolejo looking to add to it.
Oh, that's it. Don't get bit by Snake Run.
Good leap onto the propeller bar.
He almost finished stage 1 last season. He's coming in with a lot of confidence.
And he'll need at least to get past the warp wall to move ahead of Kawaguchi, but now facing the very difficult double dipper.
Yeah, the double dipper is a tricky one.
Well, it was the obstacle that took out more ninjas. Whoa!
Oh, flipping! He's doing it in style. Started off with a dab and then hits it with the flip.
Marmolejo doesn't seem to be going unduly fast, just focusing on each obstacle, Akbar.
I think when they huddled up, they said, look, it's important to get the buzzer. Let's stick with consistency.
Well, his teammate Carl Folk took that approach, was very careful, and he finished the course.
And not to mention, he got 3 points.
No, Danny's got a decent pace going here. Look at him playing with the crowd.
Oh, he is having so much fun. He comes here to the U.S. and look, I'm going to get my fun in.
But now it's parkour run. This should be right up this free runner's alley.
Yep, and he's going to skip the rope and hop straight to the landing pad.
And he's through it.
This is a different team from Latin America. They know what they're doing this time.
But again, he's taking his time. That could leave the door open for Drew Dreschel to have a faster time. But up the warp wall, no problem.
Got through slower than Tomo, but look at him. He's having fun.
Now the dangerous domino pipe's already taken out 2 competitors tonight. If Marmolejo gets across, he'll move ahead of Kawaguchi. Wow. And with that, he's guaranteed himself some points, and he's pointing to the flying squirrel. This is where he fell last season. He says, I'm coming for you. Marmolejo is setting the bar high and getting the crowd fired up, but still has to survive the flying squirrel.
One thing you know about Ninja Warrior, you cannot underestimate any of these obstacles.
But Marmolejo's still looking strong. And on to the final set of handles, but this is where he fell last season as he went for the cargo net.
Having a real problem with his swing.
He's got it and gives a fist bump to the crowd. Well, this may not be the speediest time, but it still puts the pressure on those that follow.
You can beat my time, but you're going to have to finish this course. Hitting that buzzer's real.
And Marmolejo celebrating. They're going to be going crazy in Mexico City.
¿Cómo se dice buzzer en español?
Buzz!
Marmolejo made this run entertaining from the start, doing flips on the course, fist bumps with the crowd. He's the second from Team Latin America to make it to the buzzer.
Team Latin America sitting pretty. They've already got 3 points, and they got another finisher. Let's go down to Christine.
Danny, you are always so much fun to watch, and you started the night off with a backflip. Does that just kind of help you have fun throughout the course?
Yeah, like I said, it makes me go into my zone and just be myself, actually. So it's part of it. This is like an ultimate parkour course for me. So it's like taking what I do to the next level. It's just so much fun.
Okay, Danny, we'll see if your time holds up. Good luck.
Thank you.
Not perfect to you.
So Marmolejo sets the mark to beat in this heat, and now the attention turns to Team Europe, and they've got high hopes for this rookie, Sergio Verdasco. He's up next on American Ninja Warrior USA versus the world. Welcome back to American Ninja Warriors USA versus the world competition. And lots of our top ninjas on hand to watch the action tonight, including Alyssa Beard and Jesse Graff. We're in the middle of our second heat on stage 1, and up next is an important run for Team Europe. They're now in 3rd place and cannot afford to fall too much farther behind. Stepping up for them will be their hotshot rookie, Sergio Verdasco. He's a top climber from Madrid, Spain, and he could be a breakout star.
Fui campeón de la Copa de España juvenil.
I was a junior Spanish champion in my first year of competing as an adult. I won 3rd place at the Spanish Cup in bouldering. I've been on the Spanish national team ever since.
General de la Copa y tercero en el Campeonato de España de bouldering.
Spain is one of the best places in the world for rock climbing, and Madrid is the best city. It's beautiful here, and there are great gyms and mountains nearby.
Ninja Warrior España.
In Ninja Warrior Spain, I was the person that got the furthest. I think what helped me was my rock climbing training. Since my success on Ninja Warrior Spain, I've built obstacles to practice on in my gym. It's always very exciting to represent your country. Ninja training has improved my climbing because it's so technical.
Que fue una gran sorpresa. Ahora en Las Vegas, mi objetivo es disfrutar.
In Las Vegas, my aim is to enjoy, give it all I have, and earn some points for my team.
Well, Verdasco has a tall order on his first run. Latin America's Danny Marmolejo has already completed the course, so if Verdasco finishes faster, he'll be guaranteed at least 2 points. But Team USA's speedy Drew Dretschel will be running next in this heat.
You know why I like Sergio Verdasco? Being 21 years old, doesn't probably have a lot of built-up fear. He's going to be a little bit more reckless, but he's going to have that speed.
Wow. Did you see him grip onto that propeller bar? That was all hands.
Look at that again. He goes up and just locks down with that climber's grip and then goes right onto the rope. Whew, that was impressive.
But now the rookie facing the double dipper. You've got to get the timing just right. Very difficult your first time.
All right, his ability to adapt on the fly here. Nice.
Wow. Perfect.
Well, even Marmolejo and Latin America are impressed by this 21-year-old.
But now it's the jumping spider. This is where his teammate Oscar Eiríksfoss fell in the first heat.
Ooh, bad jump, Matt. Bad jump.
But sticks it.
Stick. 4-point stick.
Looking a little awkward here. 5'7", 152. Having to camp those hips.
He's a rock climber. He's still learning the right technique on a lot of these obstacles.
He's through it. And going right on to parkour run with no hesitation. This young buck is flying.
And nearly everyone's on this technique tonight, skipping the rope entirely and just jumping to that landing.
Verdasco putting Team Europe in a good spot. And up the warp wall in a faster time, moving ahead of Team Asia's Kawaguchi. Trying to catch Marmolejo and set the bar high for Dretschel.
But it has to be careful. The domino pipes already took out Morosky and Kawaguchi. Nice. Looks like he almost thought about that.
Here we go. Ready to find school. He's going for Marmoleo. Plenty of time. Gets through this obstacle. His time should be Marmoleo. We know Dreshel can go faster, but the pressure will be on.
Team Europe found them a nice young pup. This young pup is bringing it.
21 years old, and he's going to guarantee Team Europe at least 2 points because they can finish no worse than second place.
What a run by the 21-year-old. You know what? I didn't know a lot about Verdasco. I know about you now.
The youngest athlete in this competition has just put the pressure on the real-life ninja.
I want to look at that grip on the propeller bar again. That's why he's one of Spain's top climbers. Then he overcame a bad bounce at the jumping spider and turned up on the back half. That's the best run of the night so far.
He's standing by with Christine.
Sergio, what a great job you did out there. And this is your first time ever competing on American Ninja Warrior. How did it feel to be out there on this course?
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to run in that amazing course. So I'm happy. Thank you.
You also did it extremely fast. But up next, we have Drew Dreshel still from Team USA. Are you confident that your time will hold up?
Yeah, I'm really happy with my time, but Drew is an awesome ninja, so it's difficult to beat him, but I can the next time.
All right, Sergio, good luck.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
The youngest athlete in this competition has just put the pressure on the real-life ninja.
Yeah, Drew Dreshel saw that go, oh boy, I got a young one to compete against.
And he's up next. Dreshel was faster than anyone in American Ninja Warrior's regular season, making a statement with this run. Can the real-life ninja turn it on again when national pride is on the line?
Team USA is taking home that trophy.
And later, we've only been there twice in our history, but we're going there tonight. We'll race to the top of stage 4, and the winner will get the title on American Ninja Warrior USA versus the world. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior and our USA versus the World special. This annual battle for ninja supremacy gets better every year. The first competition, it was only teams from the USA and Japan, the birthplace of ninja competition. But it was the upstart American team that won that first matchup.
Oh! And that's it. The competition is over. What an incredible win for Team USA.
The next competition, a team from Europe joined the fray. And the new guys surprised everyone when Sean McCall narrowly edged out Travis Rosen in a climb-off on stage 4. He did it! He beat Rosen by just 0.3 of a second, and Team Europe are the world champions. In the third year of competition, the Americans got their revenge. A strong team led by Isaac Caldiero edged out the Europeans and brought home the trophy for Team USA. He's done it!
He just brought it home for Team USA!
Then last year, a team from Latin America joined the US and Europe. Once again, the Americans came out on top when Drew Dreshel came through on the night's final run. The real-life ninja delivers! Team USA takes home the title for the second year in a row. Right now, the surprising Team Latin America is on top, but that could change with this final runner here on stage 1. Because going for Team USA is the guy we just saw, Drew Dreshel. The Connecticut gym owner is one of the most talented ninjas in the world.
I think he's going to crush this course. Oh, my! You see that?
Well, he is on fire, moving right onto the propeller bar.
Look at him go!
Well, to win the heat and get 3 points, Dreshel needs to finish faster than Verdasco's 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Oh, my. He is just flying through the double dipper.
No problem, and already through 3 obstacles. Some of the students from Drew's gym in Connecticut have come out to watch tonight, cheering on their hero, who's now facing the jumping spider.
Got it.
And look at how quickly he's moving already through this obstacle.
I don't know if you can get through that obstacle any faster.
Now on to parkour run. In the regular season, Dreshel was one of the fastest in city qualifying city finals and on stage 1.
When he's on, no one's better. Oh, wow, catch yourself.
Like the others, he's going to skip the rope.
Yes!
Nice. Drew Dressel, an effortless pace, and he is flying. Woo! And by getting up the wall, he moves ahead of Team Asia's Kawaguchi. So the U.S. team guaranteed at least 1 point, but Dressel wants more.
All right, Drew. You got this.
But now the domino pipes. This took out his teammate Joe Moravsky earlier in the competition.
Okay, skip that last pipe.
And right into the flying squirrel.
He ain't playing.
One obstacle, Drew Dressel. Watch this transfer, though. We've seen ninjas go down here.
Yeah, you got to throw yourself all the way into the cargo net. Secure that grab. A minute 40. Go for it. Go for it.
Dressel's going to finish with the fastest time and get the 3 points for Team USA.
Team USA is back on top.
Well, even the other teams appreciate the talents of Drew Dressel.
That was impressive. Watch how high he gets on the double dipper. He catches that second bar almost chest high. And then he scoots through the jumping spider in just 5 seconds. Drew Dressel was the fastest on stage 1 in the regular season, and he's the fastest on it tonight.
Drew Dressel delivers when it counts. He's standing by with Christine.
Drew, you look like you were having so much fun out there, and you did it so fast.
Oh man, this is just let loose, have some fun, see what kind of cool stuff I can do. But I just wanted to play. That's something we don't get to do. We don't get to play on the course. So I was just jamming out, dancing through it, having fun, and I felt great.
Well, hey, you got the points for your team, so congrats, and we'll see you guys on stage 2. Back to you.
So Team USA takes the lead with 5 points. They're now at the top of the leaderboard, ahead of Latin America. Europe not so far behind, but Team Asia still scoreless, so they'll really need to turn it on in these next 2 heats, because the team in last place after stage 2 will be eliminated. Up next, we're raising the temperature and raising the stakes as we move on to the more difficult stage 2 course. Stepping up for the U.S. will be the Papal Ninja, Catholic Church worker Sean Bryan.
There's a lot more pressure because it's not just about myself, it's about the team.
And later, stage 4. We've only been there a few times in our history.
Oh boy, he's so close.
And he's done it! But the final 2 teams are going there tonight. He beat Rosen by just 0.3 of a second. It's coming up later on American Ninja Warrior USA versus the world. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior and our 5th annual USA versus the World special. We're now moving on to stage 2 in Akbar. Clearly, this is when things are heating up.
Yeah, that's right, because whichever team is on the bottom after this round is going home.
And right now, Team USA has a narrow lead at 5 points. Team Latin America on their heels with 4, but scores can change quickly as we move on to the much tougher stage 2. For more on the course, let's go down to Christine.
Thanks, Matt. Stage 2 is made up of 6 punishing obstacles over water and blazing fire in every direction. It starts with the giant ring swing. Competitors have to swing out and snag their ring on a hook, leap a 7-foot gap, then swing 18 feet to the narrow landing pad. Then they'll face an iconic obstacle with a tough new twist at the crisscross salmon ladder. Athletes have to jump the bar up 8 rungs, changing sides twice on their way to the top. The wave runner is back. Athletes need a vice-like grip and perfect balance to work their way across 2 odd-shaped pivoting boards. The swing surfer is a 13-foot vault onto a swinging pendulum, followed by a 12-foot jump to a rope on the other side. Then it's the obstacle that was so difficult during the regular season, Wingnut Alley. They have to swing their way across the 3 wingnuts and make it to the landing area. Last is the wall flip. The panels weigh 100, 125, and 150 pounds. Again, there's no time limit. The competitors who make it the furthest the fastest win the points for their team. Guys?
And this first heat is packed. We'll see one of Team Europe's key members, Sweden's Alexander Mars. And the Papal Ninja, Sean Bryan, will be making his debut for Team USA. A ninja legend, Japan's Yusuke Morimoto, will be going for Team Asia. And world-ranked climber Marco Hubes will make his first appearance for the Latin American team. Kicking it off here on stage 2 for Team Europe out of Stockholm, Sweden, 30-year-old Alexander Mars. It's his 3rd time competing, and he's improved every time. His girlfriend Emily is here from Sweden as Mars gets it started on stage 2.
All right, here we go.
An aggressive approach, hooks it right on. You want to be quick and precise here to save strength for the obstacles to come.
Yeah, he isn't wasting any time or effort here. 18-foot swing, come on, nice!
A very fast start for the Swede. Now heading over to the crisscross salmon ladder. Have to jump the bar up 8 rungs, switching sides twice. This is the first move.
Got it!
Well, we saw it in the regular season just how challenging this stage is. If he could lead it off with the finish right here, that would put Team Europe in excellent position.
Only 3 athletes survived this stage in the regular season. This ain't easy.
Watch him here on the wave runner. Has to grab onto the sides of the 2 boards. It's 12.5 feet across.
Mars is 5'11", so he's got good reach.
Now has to transition over to the second board. Wave runner, real challenge here. Locks it in. And that is a shock. They really needed a good run from Mars, and he's out on just the 3rd obstacle, and Team Europe could be in trouble.
Wow, Mars has experience. Look, he owns a ninja gym in Sweden, but he's never been on a wave runner, which just wears out your grip. His right hand slipped off, and Team Europe's really struggling.
A disappointing outcome for Alexander Mars and Team Europe. One of the favorites coming in has to start worrying about being eliminated. Remember, the team in 4th place goes home after stage 2. Hoping to take advantage of that early fall will be Team USA's Sean Bryan, the Papal Ninja.
What is he doing? Walking backward. What's this about?
Well, this guy marches to the beat of his own drum. Bryan lives and works with Catholic priests in Berkeley, California.
My nickname is the Papal Ninja. I'm proud of my Catholic faith. It's quite an amazing feeling to get all the support that I had from the regular season.
Right now, Sean lives with us to help us with all the IT and all the websites. And that's just one of his 7,000 things he does a day.
Being on Team USA, my personal identity isn't as important. It's a little different tonight because I represent America. There's a lot of high expectations on me. It's not just about the individual, it really is a team effort, and I'm looking forward to representing the USA.
The priests and co-workers from his church are back home in Berkeley, but Sean's parents are here wearing the white and yellow papal colors.
Sean Bryan was one of the 3 who made it through stage 2 in the regular season. We know he can finish this course.
A good start here for Bryan. He was a college gymnast at the University of California, Berkeley. His team finished 5th in the nation in 2008.
And the rings were one of the events he competed in.
So comfortable. Look at that, the dismount. There it is.
It's in his blood, Matt.
Even the Russian judge gives him a 10. Now the crisscross salmon ladder.
Yeah, he's athletic and he's strong. Watch the pure strength here. Woo, good jump.
Skipping a rung there. Sean Bryan, tremendous power.
Okay, show me what you're working with.
Sean Bryan looking to do this in just 3 moves. Come on!
Same way he did it in the regular season. Just 3 moves. That is impressive.
Now on to the wave runner, but his time is actually slower to this point than Alexander Mars, so he needs to finish this obstacle.
He's done it before.
Whoa, locked it in.
Nice. Good.
There we go, Sean Bryan. Well, with that, Team USA is guaranteed at least 1 point here in this first heat. But Morimoto, such a high-level competitor out of Japan, and then Hubes representing Latin America, he's a real unknown, and they'll run next, but now the swing surfer.
Big jump. Big jump on swing surfer.
Well, we're really seeing such a different approach than we saw in stage 1, where we saw some of the athletes really going full speed. But we know in stage 2, it's about survival. Look at that flag in the crowd, though.
I love it. He feels more confidence. They know what's up right now. Look at the American flags out there.
Well, Morimoto watching this run intently. Team Asia has not gotten on the scoreboard. USA doing their best to make sure they move on to stage 3. Remember, only 3 teams advance. Well, Wingnut Alley has been modified from the regular season. There are only 3 sets of handles.
That last dismount gave some of the ninjas in season 9 big problems. Still the same distance, 12 feet to the platform.
But here we go, Sean Bryan.
Needs the crowd, needs the prayer, needs the crowd.
Remember, Brian was the first to solve this obstacle in the regular season after seeing big names like Lance Pekus and Jamie Ron fall here, as to generate that side-to-side swing 11 feet over to that next wing nut.
All right,
Look at the power.
You can see, got it! Almost busted his beautiful face.
And look at that, immediately shifting that body momentum. Oh,
nice.
How did he hold on?
Now, this is where he needs the big swing here, and he's got to hold on. Watch that swing. Watch the momentum. You know about it. Go fly it. Boom. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. He landed right on his back.
You could see it, Akbar. Just looked like he didn't have the direction there.
That is so hard. That 12 feet.
A hard impact.
Man, look at his team rushing out there to check on him.
And Sean Bryan might be injured. That was a hard fall. Actually missed the pad.
Remember in the regular season, he flew out to the right and barely stayed on the landing pad. And you can see he did almost the same exact thing, but was even further offline. He missed the platform entirely. He landed hard and tumbled right into the water.
Well, you can see his team is all around him. We're going to have our experts check up on him. When we come back, we will have more on the condition of Sean Bryan. Fall on Wingnut Alley, landing right on his back. Oh, no! A hard impact, but we're happy to report the medics have checked him out, and though he's banged up, he will stay in the competition. But that fall leaves the door open for Team Asia, who need to get on the board to avoid elimination. And they'll be sending out their best. It's Japan's Yusuke Morimoto. This is huge for Team Asia. Morimoto is their most accomplished athlete, and they desperately need some points here.
And you have to remember, he's only 5'3". He's going to have to work a little harder on some of these obstacles.
First time facing the ring swing. Makes that 7-foot jump with no problem.
He's been doing this since he was 15.
Isn't that incredible? So many seasons of experience.
For his first time on the ring swing, he gets through as fast as anyone.
He's taken part in this international competition twice. And you can see that experience here. Morimoto in his prime.
And skipped around.
Well, he needs at least to get past the wave runner to guarantee some points. But with Bryan falling, Morimoto has a chance to win this heat. He finishes the salmon ladder, moving on to take on the wave runner.
3 seasons ago, he shocked the world by becoming the first to finish stage 3. Now, trying to be the first tonight on stage 2.
Absolutely. Well, watch this.
Got it. Good. That's a good one.
Morimoto. And with that, he's guaranteed Team Asia is on the scoreboard. They're still alive in this competition. And because of his fast pace, if he can get through the swing surfer, he'll move ahead of Sean Bryan and be in good position to get 3 points for Team Asia.
He'll have to fly here. Only 5'3". And Matt, I know how good he is when it comes to a lot of the upper body obstacles, but the athleticism, does he have boosties? Can he jump? No! No, he can't!
And just like that, Morimoto's run is over. He's guaranteed his team 1 point, but you know he was thinking more. He wanted to finish the course.
Morimoto's only 5'3", like we talked about, and that's a 13-foot gap. So it's more than double his height. And look at his feet. They land right on the edge, and the weight just carried him back.
Not the end Morimoto wanted, but at least he gets his team on the scoreboard, and it means Team USA can do no worse than second place in this heat. But there's one more athlete to go. For Team Latin America out of Caracas, Venezuela, 34-year-old Marco Hubez. He's new to Ninja, but he's one of the world's top rock climbers. He's here to represent his country and the man who taught him to take pride in his homeland.
I grew up close to Caracas in a town called San Antonio Los Altos. You never know what's going to happen in life. Recently, my father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. He was a brilliant mind, an engineer, but now he needs my help. We brought him to Spain because they have better treatments and services for him that weren't available in Venezuela.
Sí. Sal, no.
I try to just enjoy the moment and spend time with him. When I talk with my dad, he asks me about climbing competitions, not remembering that I no longer compete. Or I take him somewhere he has been before, and he says, "Oh, this is the first I've been here." I don't correct him. I just want him to be happy. We talk about Venezuela a lot. I'm Latin American in my heart. To be a part of a team that makes my father proud, that really motivates me. He's excited that I am competing, and that makes me very happy.
Yo estoy contento.
His father couldn't be here, but lots of others in this crowd with those Venezuelan flags.
We know he can climb, but first time on a ninja course, and he is starting on stage 2. This is a tall order.
Well, he's competed at the X Games for climbing. He's top 10 in the world, but can he quickly learn the technique for these obstacles?
Upper body strength is needed as a rock climber, and that's exactly what's needed on ring swing.
And he's through, and he celebrates.
Hit the dab.
I like the confidence out of the Latin American team. But it is so hard. As much experience as he has in competition with rock climbing, these obstacles a different beast altogether.
He could be a real hero for his team. If he can score just 2 points here, he'll guarantee that Team Latin America will move on to stage 3.
And he's doing a good job here on the crisscross salmon ladder, not looking like a rookie. Well, we talk about it, even for the climbers, they sometimes rely on their grip strength, but they can get pumped out. Over-gripping, they call it.
Here's where that grip will really be tested, the wave runner.
And the wave runner is what took out Alexander Mars. At this point, needs to complete it to get on the board.
Come on, Matt, this is looking tricky. This is looking tricky for him, Matt. Grab onto it. Ooh, okay.
Surviving it.
Ubez.
Oh, my.
Get it, get it.
And gets the dismount. And Ubez now surpasses Alexander Mars, which means Europe will not get a point in this heat. Ubez has given Latin America at least 1 point. Now, if he gets through this obstacle, he will pass Yusuke Morimoto.
This is where you just got to use all of that athleticism. Run, jump, and land.
Ubez splashes down, but still manages to get 1 point for Latin America in his ninja debut.
Ubez is 5'6", and he had the same problem Morimoto had minutes ago. He barely gets his feet on the landing, and he just pushes the platform away.
So Sean Bryan wins the heat and gets 3 points for Team USA. They now have 8 points, and they're guaranteed to move on to stage 3. Latin America gets 1 point to stay in second. Team Europe and Team Asia in third and fourth. They'll need to come up big in this final heat to avoid being eliminated, but don't count out any team just yet, because anything can happen on USA versus the world. Up next, 4 more superstar ninjas take on stage 2, including the world's top climber, Sean McCall.
Oh, are you kidding me?
And can the Phoenix, Najee Richardson, rise for Team USA? It's just ahead on American Ninja Warrior USA versus the world.
Taxi driver. It helps me earn money while I finish school. I've been doing it for 2 years. The traffic is exhausting and drives me crazy. You need fast reflexes and agility, which I have from my years as a climber.
Basic saya adalah seorang pemanjat tebing dan
my background is rock climbing, and I started my career in 2012. I won some regional championships and some national championships. This year, I was the last man standing at Sasuke Ninja Warrior Indonesia. I completed the final and went to Midoriyama, but I ran out of time and failed just a few feet from the top.
Dan saya tidak sabar untuk bertanding.
I want to show the world that Indonesian athletes are tough and strong and never give up no matter what. I cannot wait to compete, and I will show my ability to the world.
And some Indonesian flags in the crowd. Indonesia is an island nation above Australia, has almost as many people as the U.S., but not known for its sports stars. Zaluku trying to change that.
Here we go. Oh, boy, that's not a good start. We're talking about hitting the buzzer. You got to be clean.
And another miss for Joshua. And hung up. Gets that first hook. Well, Zaluku competed in Sasuke, Indonesia, made it to stage 4, but hung up here early on the ring swing. Woo. Well, we know stage 2.
Stage 2 is tough,
It's
man.
about survival. You don't necessarily have to go the fastest, but to try to survive all 6 obstacles, That is a big ask for this 22-year-old.
Well, I'm a firm believer. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
He's really struggling, Akbar.
Yeah, he really is. He's just using up a lot of time and energy. He may get through this, but he's going to be exhausted.
And finally gets through. Now, what does he have left for the crisscross salmon ladder?
Yes, you're pumped out because you spent a lot of time on the ring swing, but you got to block the pain out.
Only 123 pounds, has a background as a climber.
You got to go big, go strong here. Your team is counting on you.
Well, here's what we know. With all the talent here, still no one has hit the buzzer in stage 2. Be a great rebound. The bar a little uneven.
I like it, Matt. It doesn't look like he's fazed by spending that much time on the ring swing.
And keeps moving, but not in a real hurry. Remember, he's got Najee Richardson and Sean McCall coming up behind him. This slow pace could leave the door open. Zalukum really struggling here on stage 2 early on, Akbar. And he's still not at the top of the salmon ladder. There it is. Now he's through, but no rest for those arms. The Wave Runner's next.
Ring swing did this to him. That's why he's shaking. He's shaking it out.
No! Zaluku drops on the Wave Runner, and Team Asia needs points in this heat to stay alive. They could be in real trouble.
This went rogue as soon as he left the platform. He got turned around and ended up spending 48 seconds on this first obstacle. After that, even a world-class climber is going to get exhausted, and you can see his hands just never got a grip on that first board of the Wave Runner.
Team Asia now can only watch and hope that that run holds up and gets them some points to get them out of last place. Up next, another rookie. This is Team Latin America's Sebastian Prieto. This 27-year-old is a talented climber and graphic designer, and our first competitor ever from Colombia.
I'm the national rock climbing champion in Colombia. Climbing is a really young sport in my country, and in order to compete in international competitions, we have to fund our own trip. When I'm not competing or training, I'm a graphic designer and photographer. It's like my second life. I love 360 photography best, and this year I'm working on a virtual reality photography design project. The designer in me is how I visualize routes in climbing, and it applies to Ninja Warrior too. I love the Ninja Warrior obstacles because it's both a physical and mental challenge. It motivates me to know that I will be the first Colombiano to compete on Team Latin America. And I'm sure that this is our year and we can win.
And some Colombian flags flying in the stands for Prieto. Like his teammate Marco Hubez a few minutes ago, Prieto is a world-class climber, but this is his first time on a ninja course. All he has to do is earn 1 point, and Team Latin America will be guaranteed a spot in stage 3.
Oh boy, Matt.
And oh boy, Prieto is really struggling. Oh no!
He's been rock climbing for 11 years, so you know he has the upper body strength to try to overcome. I'm not quite sure he makes it past.
Well, he is really leaving the door open here.
Yeah, this is a world-class climber, but you need technique on these obstacles. His lack of experience really hurting him here.
Now trying to swing over to the next hook.
Oh, got it.
Well, he's still fighting, but his arms have to be wearing down. His teammates offering advice.
He's going to need more than that. He's already up to a minute on this obstacle.
Just can't figure out how to kick his body off the hook. Oh, boy. Finally gets through, and look at that relief.
Matt, he is spent.
The question, will he have enough to go farther than Team Asia's Zaluku?
This matchup just got interesting.
Well, if he gets through the salmon ladder, Team Asia is virtually done. It will be difficult for them to get enough points to move on. #1 ranked climber in Colombia, but those fingertips are looking exhausted. That grip strength has limits, and the ring swing really taxed him. Oh, boy.
Yes, there's pain. So what?
Prieto really struggling here.
Matt, arms starting to straighten out. You know what that means. That's a sign of trouble.
Oh my, Prieto maybe done.
Man down.
Sebastian Prieto splashes down and the door is open. Team Asia now guaranteed at least a third-place finish in this heat. They're still alive.
Just like Zaluku before him, Prieto got hung up and spent too much time on the ring swing. He was hanging around for over a minute and had no strength left for the salmon ladder.
My hands. I'm scared.
So this heat is up for grabs, and Team USA is sending out Najee Richardson. He finished this course in the regular season. Can he do it tonight? We'll see his run next on American Ninja Warrior USA versus the World. To our USA versus the World competition on American Ninja Warrior. Right now, Team USA is in the lead, but the other three teams are in a close battle, and the team at the bottom after this heat will be eliminated. It all depends on these next two athletes, and here comes one of them. For Team USA, it's the Phoenix, Najee Richardson. Coming off his best season ever, he was one of only 3 to make it past this Stage 2 course in the regular season, drawing on his skills from over a decade of competitive gymnastics.
I was a very high-level gymnast, and I had the potential to make it all the way to the Olympics. These were the goals that I strived for, and that was cut short for me, unfortunately, with my knee injury. To be able to live that dream a little bit by representing the U.S. here on American Ninja Warrior means the world to me.
Najee Richardson destroys this qualifying course.
One of the coolest things about Team USA is just the diversity. Last season, Jessie Graff became the first woman to compete on Team USA.
Jessie Graff making history again!
And I think that speaks volumes, no matter what color or race you are, man, woman, this sport is for everyone.
The Phoenix is delivering! Oh my!
Hopefully, I'm going to be one of those guys that inspires the next generation of ninjas. Who knows, maybe there's a kid that's sitting at home right now that will be a part of Team USA one day, and they're able to say that, hey, the Phoenix inspired me to be here. I can't wait just to go out there and show everyone what I've got. I'm gonna do everything I can to represent this country well.
And the crowd is already starting a chant of Najee.
This is his first time competing in this format, representing the United States, and he deserves it. Had an explosive season 9, and now bringing his talent to represent America.
As we said, he conquered Stage 2 in the regular season, but right now, if he can finish the wave runner, he'll move into the lead in this heat and be guaranteed at least 2 points for Team USA. He's through the giant ring swing. Next up, the crisscross salmon ladder. The crowd's behind him, and he's a salmon ladder expert.
Yeah, we've seen him do some tricks. We know he can do some flips. But he also fell here 2 seasons ago, and he may play it safe. Well, there he goes. Uh-oh. And now, look, putting a lot more emphasis on the back and biceps here.
And Drew Dreschel, he had talked about this. They are better able to visualize the placement of that bar.
I think that's just showing off. Yeah, you can see it better, so what? Not everybody can do a salmon ladder like that.
And he is through. And moving on to the wave runner, this is where Team Asia fell earlier in this heat. This is such a test for your grip strength. Those boards will wobble.
This is going to test the core as well.
And you go from wide to narrow.
Yeah!
Got it.
I think this is what we've come to expect from Najee Richardson. He does it with style, but he has ultimate focus. Let's focus and swag.
And by making it this far, Najee guarantees Team USA will earn at least 2 points. Their place in Stage 3 was already secured, and they're going to end this stage of the competition in first place. And it also means Team Latin America can do no worse than 3rd, so they're moving on. It's going to come down to Team Asia, currently in 4th place, and Team Europe now in 3rd place. Their fate will be decided by the run of Sean McCall, who runs next.
And Najee Richardson just soaking in the crowd, feeling the love.
And you know he wants to finish, but up next, this 13-foot leap onto the swing surfer.
Nice.
Look at that Phoenix fly. Now a 12-foot leap.
Oh!
Hard impact. Well, Team USA showing their dominance. The only athletes to make it to Wingnut Alley. Sean Bryan, now Najee Richardson, hoping he can get through.
Well, this crowd is showing the love for Najee. Just to think that a bad injury ended his gymnastic career, and now he starts a new career as a Ninja Warrior. Uh-oh, he's got the wings. When Najee Richardson puts out the wing, you know that means it's time to go flying. Watch the Phoenix bird fly.
But this Wingnut Alley, such a challenge. Now only 3 handles. Kevin Carbone came up with this in the obstacle design challenge. A viewer started this madness in motion. Got to find the rhythm.
11 feet. Here's an 11-foot Lachey.
How did he grab that?
Man, he went into that second one sideways. All right, he's got to fly here.
And you can see the trouble even visualizing the handles.
He put the wings out. He put the wings out.
Got it locked in place. No one has finished stage 2 tonight. Najee Richardson trying to be the first. But this is where Sean Bryan had that hard impact.
Fly like an eagle.
Yes! Najee Richardson,
Kick it down. Push it.
125.
Kick it down.
150.
He is pumped for his country.
The Phoenix flexing. He has flown to the buzzer here on stage 2. Najee Richardson, fly, Phoenix, fly.
I see you, baby. That is big time. Big time, baby.
The Phoenix, the hottest performance of the night.
Najee flew so high on the wing nuts that he almost wrapped his legs around the top. And then he makes that big dismount. And look at him bounce, baby, when he got through that. The Phoenix is the first to hit the buzzer on stage 2.
And right now he's standing by with Christine.
Najee, you're the first person tonight to make it through Wingnut Alley. How were you able to do it?
I just like lashaying. That's my obstacle. I love whenever I can hang on something, throw my body through the air, and catch something else, so I knew I was going to have fun on that.
What does it mean to you to be representing your country like this?
It's so cool. You know, every moment I'm out here, it's just such a cool experience, and it's such an honor being out here with such amazing athletes and cool friends and, you know, people who really inspire you to be better every day. So it means the world to me.
All right, Najee, we'll see you guys on stage 3.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Guys?
It's going to be tough to top that, but no one has had bigger moments on USA versus the world than Sean McCall. Can he do it again for Team Europe? He's up next on American Ninja Warrior, USA versus the world. American Ninja Warriors, USA versus the world competition. It's the final run on stage 2, and it's crunch time. 3 teams are about to move on to stage 3, and 1 team is about to go home. Here's where we stand. The USA is moving on. Team Latin America is moving on, and that 3rd team will either be Team Europe or Team Asia. It all comes down to our next athlete from Chambéry, France, the greatest climber in the world, Sean McCall.
As a climber, I have 11 national victories. I'm a 4-time overall world champion. I have 32 World Cup medals, and I've won 5 World Cups.
Sean McCall is an absolute beast.
You want to see true strength from Team Europe? Watch Sean McCall.
He's someone that we're really going to have to keep an eye on.
The most exciting part about my career as a rock climber is that rock climbing is now an Olympic sport. To represent my country at the highest level of sport in the world would be a dream come true.
Go for the dismount! Oh my goodness!
I'm a very competitive person, and I love competing on Ninja Warrior.
This is the Olympics of ninja competitions. A good jump. Oh,
are you kidding me?
And once again, Sean McCall delivers on the international stage.
This will be the 4th year that I compete in USA versus the world for Team Europe, and we really want to get back that trophy.
Before they can even think about a trophy, they've got to avoid elimination on stage 2. To do that, McCall needs to complete the crisscross salmon ladder in under 1 minute 52 seconds. That will earn them 1 point and send Team Asia home.
Yeah, Matt, it will be a shock if McCall doesn't get through the salmon ladder. We've seen some crazy things happen in this competition.
This is a guy who rises to the occasion, looking so comfortable out here on this first obstacle.
Sean McCall has been the MVP for Team Europe for the past 4 competitions.
And already through the ring swing, trying to beat Team Asia's Joshua Zaluku's time through the salmon ladder.
Right now, Team Asia needs a miracle.
McCall has never lost a heat on stage 2. He's finished every time. That is truly impressive, knowing how tough this course can be. Has plenty of time, just needs to finish this crisscross salmon ladder.
And this is a different version of the salmon ladder. A lot of movement, extra movement, back and forth.
Just 5'7", 130 pounds, yet one of the best athletes in the world. And he's done it. McCall comes through for Europe once again. They're moving on to stage 3, and Team Asia has been eliminated. So frustrating to know, with the talent they have, that once again, they'll be coming up empty-handed in this competition.
And it's a long flight back home.
Well, McCall could just drop here and save his strength. The scores will be reset to 0 on stage 3, so it doesn't really matter what he does at this point.
But I think he wants to finish and get Team Europe some momentum. I'm telling you, you bring momentum and confidence into any competition, you have a good chance of winning.
Sean McCall, it doesn't look like he's expending much energy. He is flying through this course.
He could win this heat and get 3 points for Team Europe.
Never faced the swing surfer before. Remember, he's only 5'7", but no problem. Ooh, hard impact. And what a turnaround for Team Europe. They were on the verge of elimination. Now, McCall could move them up to 2nd place. Look at the focus.
I think he can't wait to get his hands on this new obstacle, Wingnut Alley.
He's had some memorable moments on this 5th obstacle of stage 2 in the past. In his first year of competition, it was the medal spin. Then, in his 2nd appearance, it was Roulette Row that provided the drama. Last season, it was the wedge.
I mean, it's like he's floating through the double wedge.
All were difficult, but he bested each of them. Well, the world's greatest climber, legendary grip strength. See what kind of moves he can make in the air. He's never tried Wingnut Alley before, and remember, this was so unforgiving in the national finals. Only 3 athletes got past it then, but only one, Najee Richardson, has conquered it tonight.
Ooh, and no problem on the first one.
Generating good momentum.
This is a big lead, 12 feet.
He's got it, 2 down. Only the dismount remains. Can Sean McCall produce another big moment? Trying to get his team back in contention.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
He knows he's got this.
Hair still in place. He's got some strong hairspray.
And not only that, he's actually going to have a faster time than Najee Richardson. For the 4th competition in a row, Sean McCall will finish stage 2 and win his heat.
This is exactly the momentum they needed.
You see why he's the world's greatest climber, a man who rises to the occasion.
He got past the salmon ladder. That guaranteed his team was safe. Then he turned it on. He flew through the wing nuts and delivered another big finish on the 5th obstacle. Sean McCall just got Team Europe back into this competition.
Let's go down to Christine.
Sean, were you aware that after the salmon ladder, you technically could have just dropped down and your team still would have advanced to stage 3?
I actually wasn't aware of that. I thought I was kind of had an idea where the points were, but really I wanted to complete. Naj completed it, and I really wanted to advance my team to stage 3.
How much momentum does this give you guys as you head now to stage 3?
I think the fact that I completed stage 2 and I had the fastest time, I think it's really going to pump up my team, and they're going to do really well on stage 3.
All right, Sean, good luck.
Thank you.
Matt Akbar, back to you.
So a big shift on the leaderboard. Team USA gets 2 points to stay on top, but Team Europe with the 3-point win moves up to 2nd place. Latin America drops to 3rd. Team Asia got 1 point, but it's not enough. They came in with some of the most experienced ninjas, but they are going home. Coming up, we wipe the scoreboard clean and start all over on the nearly impossible stage 3.
Come on, let's go get it then.
Team USA's hopes are riding on the great Drew Dressel.
Hit it hard, bring it home.
We'll see his run when we come back